What up guys, welcome back. So before we step into the review, I want to give you guys a quick few updates. As mentioned in the previous vlog, we've opened up our content here on the Pomp to also include fitness, diet, style, and a bunch of other things, just because, especially with the fitness and diet, it's become something that's important to me, something I believe that's important to improve our lifestyle, and something I do want to talk about. And so in the near future, we're working with Halo Top to release a series of kind of flavor reviews, and we'll be doing that, I'm hoping this week or next week, in order to kind of promote that conversation and open it up, especially for the New Year's time frame, which is when I intend to cut, and typically just want to start having that conversation with you guys. On another note, we also now have the forum on the blog in order to kind of promote that discussion across hair, fitness, diet, styling, just whatever. And that's where I'll kind of answer you guys' questions, because as you guys know, I don't really answer anything on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But on the forum, I do make a definite effort, check it every day. So if you guys want to talk about anything there, then I will see you there to talk about it. But yes, so as promised on the Instagram, we have a great set of reviews coming up this weekend, one from Shear Revival and another from Ace High Company. And today we'll be talking about Northern Lights, which is Shear Revival's new matte paste. Been using it this weekend, great fucking product. And you guys remember Empire Apothecary and also Old Dudes had released a matte paste a few months ago. And so now Shear Revival has done the same, and we're going to look at what they have to offer, what differentiates them. Of the many brands like we've seen and talked about here on the Pomp, and over like the years, a lot of them have gone through facelifts. And yes, Shear Revival has gone from like a nice normal like matte ink to a metallic ink, but for the most part they've been the most consistent and just the only one that really hasn't changed like their branding drastically. And so I really admire that, because it looks damn good and the person that does the design work is always on point. So here you see another one that fits into the family of Shear Revival. Dark amber jar, really dark, you won't really see it until we open it, but then we have a nice like matte vinyl label with metallic ink, Shear Revival Northern Lights, matte paste in a beautiful blue to like violet color scheme. Information on one side, ingredients on the other, and opening it up, you'll see the paste inside, which has a similar appearance to the Old Dudes matte paste, but slightly more of like an off-white tinge to it. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. The smell of this pomade is officially citrus, oak moss, and sage, but honestly to me, it smells 100% like rainbow sorbet. Like, throwback to that ice cream, that like purple, orange, lime green. You smell that, you smell this, identical. But yeah. So it's pleasant. It's definitely like once you open the jar, it's in your face right away. But after styling it, like for this week, I wouldn't say that it really permeates like kind of the entire room or really like strongly throughout the entire day. It just remains present and close to you. But yes, scooping it out, you'll notice right away it's a bit thicker than like the Old Dudes matte paste. Something more along the lines of like Crystal Lake, but like much smoother. In applying it, so I've applied it to like damp hair and also dry hair. I would recommend applying it to dry hair and then smaller scoops. Like, it is a medium firm hold product, but I would definitely describe it as just straight firm hold. But applying it, as long as you do it in small like amounts, and also to dry hair, or at least like for people who have hair types similar to mine, it is the most optimal way, and also for the best performance in my opinion. Really allows you to get good volume while minimizing the amount of product used, and also really allowing that texture to come out. Now, the difference between this matte paste and any sort of other clay is just that it feels lighter. You don't necessarily like feel a texture in the consistency. Like, you don't really see any like or feel the clay in the product, because with clay it's obviously like it's there, you can feel the grittiness, but with these you typically can't. They're a lot smoother. And like, yes, the salon industry, like we've seen matte pastes there for a long time now, but those are kind of, they don't provide enough hold. They assume you're going to use a blow dryer, and so their styling characteristics require you to do so causing you to kind of overcomplicate your life. Whereas these are very much similar to you, straightforward, and also cater more to like pompadours, which require more hold and resilience throughout the day. And so this is kind of like a nice in between. But yeah, so for everything applied now, go ahead and just comb it back. So after you break through like the few tangles you caused by kind of just applying product with your fingers, like combing it through is actually very nice. There's like a nice kind of catch to it, and you feel this nice like slight resistance, which suggests we can get some good texture. It's nice and like dry, and also we're gonna get good hold out of it. But yeah, so just go ahead and style. So I want to go ahead and stop right here real quick. As you can see, with a matte paste in comparison to most other clays, you can also style a very clean and simple neutral and shine like pomp. Like that's what you do have the choice of with a matte pomade, matte paste, my bad. But of course then you can come in with texture, and that's what we'll do now. And yeah, so this is what we get at the end of styling. I mean, you guys would also probably saw me just like sneak in this comb. Like Zach basically sent me also the Bioflora combs, and normally I'm just like, I don't use these. I mean, they're cool, they're super convenient, but like it's just way too coarse. However, using the matte paste specifically, I grabbed it because it was on like the counter right now, or whatever you want to call this. And so I used it and I was like, oh shit, it actually works pretty well. It actually lends towards the texture and it's smooth. So that's another thing you guys can consider. My favorite is obviously like the one I always use, but it's also another consideration to have. But anyways, like you get beautiful coarse texture and it's very slight. It doesn't really force its presence. You can kind of decide to like not let that texture come out by not like kind of finger combing it and just keep a clean pomp. But that's the nice thing with a matte paste, you can go either direction and it's really kind of conducive to both. But yeah, so what we really see is, just to go through the list again, like application is like easy but still grippy. You need to be conscious that you need to apply a little amount of time. This is a firm hold. This is definitely stronger than you would expect out of a matte paste. And so we want to be conscious of that. Consistency though, it's thicker than other matte pastes we've used, but still smooth, and like you don't have the clay grittiness, which is what we kind of associate, since we do need to differentiate between clays and paste because they are similar in many ways. The shine, neutral. I wouldn't say matte, I wouldn't say shiny, straight neutral, which is fucking beautiful. Texture is very coarse, but also, and there's a lot of potential for it, but it's really up to you to use. It doesn't really force itself out there. Strength is a lot better than we expect. I mean, just look at this damn volume. So this is definitely the tallest pomp I've had in quite a while, and actually probably the nicest pomp I had in a while. Plus I had a haircut recently, so things are super optimal right now. And yeah, I mean, control, super easy to use. I styled it in like 2 seconds, no issues at all. Not even many stray hairs at all. So right now, this is great. This is fucking beautiful. But yeah, so still go throughout the whole day, come back in a few hours, and then we'll talk about it again from there. Okay, so we're now at the end of the review, so let's go ahead and look at the hair. I mean, things still look fantastic, and I've had to restyle it a few times, and every single time it's styled just as well as in the morning. Today was basically just a bunch of errands, like cleaning house, cooking, running around. Nothing like super strenuous in regards to physical activity, but still like a very valid test of like the product, seeing how well my pomp survives the day. And no lie, it is basically still at like 100%. The nice thing is that with clays, it can get a little painful to restyle, but this thing is not. Also, this thing lacks the weight of like a clay or like the thickness of a clay, so restyling it is like a huge pleasure. It stays neutral, it stays clean, the volume is still like amazing, texture is still there, doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. Just overall, like, very impressed. And this is consistent with my experience this week. But so, like, endurance, it's pretty resilient. But like obviously with like any other texture product, it does give way after a while. But restyling it is super easy and super possible. I honestly, like, it's basically as good as like when you were first styling in the morning. Doesn't feel super dry, doesn't feel greasy, no reason for it to feel greasy, and it does wash out with just water. Though I will say that this is similar to other clays in a way, and just a few other pastes, in that, like, washing it out, your hair does feel a touch drier than it does before, but nothing to the extreme of like a clay. But I just want to make that mention because it is something I noticed. But yeah, so I mean, to wrap it up, this is, I would say, a little better than like the old dudes like matte paste, just because this provides a little more hold. It's better as a standalone product in a way if you're going for the volume. If you're looking for something a little lighter, a little more, I guess, even softer and more comfortable in a way, then like the old dudes matte paste would probably be the best choice for you. But if you want to style like a nice tall textured pomp, then like Northern Lights is very impressive. I guess Luna saw something. But yes, at the end of the review anyway, so definitely on my approved list. An amazing product. If you guys are interested, it just got dropped, I believe, yesterday. And of course, the promo code, the Pomp, applies to it. And yeah, so enjoy, guys. And if you guys have any questions, I will see you on the forum and we will talk there. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace.